Hi guys, this is Dave from the Quaky Beagle. Just doing a very quick video today about something that comes up quite a lot when I'm trying to get a deal done. Makes things awkward, can make things very, very difficult to finalize a deal. And I'm sure other dealers have come across it as well. And that's when somebody has already guessed a value in their head when it comes to their record collection. And then you get round there and you offer them £25 for a handful of records, and they look down at you, or they look at you as if to say, "I'm sorry, have you just offered to shoot my uncle in the face?" They're utterly shocked. The reality is, yes, records are back in a huge way, but the majority, I would say, are £2, £3, maybe £4 records, and that's just being honest. And a dealer, if he's going to buy a job lot from you, has to make a profit. Some records and some bands, some tracks in particular. Excuse the Facebook invite there. You know, these are all. Some of these records that are out there are definitely worth good money, but the vast majority aren't. A good example came up on Facebook, of all places, this morning. And Facebook is not a forgiving place to sell your records. If you make a mistake, record collectors will tear you a new one. So really embarrassing for this girl. But this morning she put a John and Yoko record on. I can't remember which one it was, but I'll put a picture of it up just here when I remember. And she did the whole thing where people say, "Oh, sensible offers, please." And people making sensible offers, but she was always saying no, I think. And eventually somebody said, "Well, how much are you looking for?" And she said £100 or thereabouts. And £100 for this record? It's a £3 to £4 record. I sold them at £4 in good condition, maybe a £5 at tops. There is an assumption that if there's a Beatle on the record, it's worth good money, and it just isn't. Look up the value of Paul McCartney records. They're not huge money makers, they really aren't. Even Beatles records themselves, and the Beatles were together, the majority of their albums are between £15 and £25, I would say, unless it's an early pressing or it's a specific variation. So don't get too excited if you discover a box of vinyl in your attic or loft or basement. It doesn't necessarily mean it's worth a lot of money. And if a dealer comes around and says to you, "Well, I'll give you 60 quid for that box of records," and you're thinking, "Well, that's just insulting," or "You're trying to rob me," that's not necessarily the case. Certainly there are dishonest dealers out there. I'm not one of them. The vast majority of people I know aren't one of them, or aren't dishonest. It's just that records aren't as valuable as you think. There are some rarities out there, that's for sure, that are definitely worth more. Some bands, for example, are really desirable, and you will get a lot more for their stuff. But other than that, don't expect to be able to pay for your next car based on a box of records. Plus, bear in mind as well, a dealer's got to make money on it, and many dealers I know pay taxes, insurance. I do. I pay insurance, rent, and taxes on the unit I rent out. So yeah, just bear that in mind, okay? So that's kind of it, really. Hopefully it was reasonably informative. And don't forget, of course, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, to an extent, Twitter. I don't go on there an awful lot. You can also subscribe to the Quaky Beagle channel. If you hit the little bell icon, it'll let you know every time I upload something. So that's worth doing, probably. And certainly videos will get more entertaining as we go along, as I figure out features where I can add pictures and other stuff. So yeah, stick around. got a competition coming up as well. I think it's this Friday. I'm going to announce the details, but it's basically you can win Def Leppard's Vault album, which if you haven't got it, and if you don't win it, it's amazing. Please do go out and get it. I love that album. So yeah, that's it. Take care.